So in this session 4, we will be understanding the behavioral finance. So let us see the herd mentality and its influence in the stock investment behavior. So normally the points on the herd behavior that normally we feel that, and it is being observed that people are lethargic intellectually. They don't want to put much effort to analyze, think, and to check or to contradict or confirm or compare before they are taking decision. And in the group, when it's given a task, so they feel that let the group do and let them disprove, prove, or fail. Then I'll start my work. So in the groups, then individually you may be great, but in the group you may become the social loafer because you feel that okay, why to put let everybody should put the equitable amount of effort for the task, and when a large number of people are doing the same thing, nobody want to get be rejected, want to be in the group and feel that they must be correct. So if just see, all of us feel that everybody is doing with the executed informed decision so that they can never be wrong. Hoarding behavior affect every financial institutions except insurance to the certain extent. So in insurance, people feel if somebody has done the insurance, I should do. I don't feel. I feel I am more uh, prestigious. And the problem in the sociology or that the problem of the obedience, we are too much yes kind of since our childhood we are got accustomed. It is very difficult to get reject our seniors or our authority, and we do have a culture of respecting without questioning. So that make people more hard, and we you see in the Galileo or Socrates the kind of rejection and the kind of torture and abuse they have faced. Also, that was in the universal or the global level, but in the social, although in the level of the village also, you see there are so much rejection and so much threat that used to go around. So social information conformity, we want to conform to the group. If out of 199 people say yes, you do not want to be aloof. You want to make them sure that I'm also the part of the group. I'm not different. I'm also part of you, and I'm also just like. And automatic mimicry is the part of the present situation. We just follow blindly and automatically. You will find you'll go to the different state and places or the country, you will find the people just behave some absurd way without any reason, and you don't know why they are behaving like that, but it is the automatic kind of mimicry. The seniors, the generation they are following, then somebody else is started following, but we do not know why we are following this. And we can see a lot of religious ritual belief faith system, and so many cases we can see, and that also influence our investment behavior at the end. So we cannot go against our religion or the religious belief, the faith system, the culture system. So there are systems where the people do not believe on borrowing. There are systems who they do not believe on paying through the online mode. So there are belief systems that they don't feel secured of paying through the mobile payment. So feeling others are watching our behavior, culture is all about the following what others are thinking, then practicing and behaving. So fear of being different, desire for approval, fear of rejection are the part of the social appraisal. So fear of being different and the social approval, and you want to be liked by society, you want to be part of the group, and the group should like you. That is everyone by inside unconsciously everybody of us think like I should be liked, my feedback should be the best, I should be, so I'll do what student thinks even if it is not in the favor of students, because at the end students is going to give me feedback, why should I do different, and I will be uh, censured by someone else or the authority. So in this process, by this, then sometime even if you the doctor thinks something right, the doctor cannot treat because the patient or the group or the mass think that is not correct. So similarly, in the stock market behavior, even if you are thinking this is wrong, like all of us during demonetization, we have seen so many good people they've rejected this idea, but we see the consequences of that also. But I'll not tell that whether that was a wrong or right step, but I'll talk about the consequences the people or the authority who rejected this idea or stood against it. So, so the social trauma and chances to be treated as a mad. If you will see, there are scientists who thought, no, in future, Francis Bacon, I remember, who thought in future people will fly, people will move, swim in the water, or they will be doing good in the like. But these people got rejected, or their idea was got challenged by the different other social thinker. So, but so just when you are investing, when you are corporate finance meeting, when you are your corporate meeting, ensure, think and check whether you are getting guided, misguided, are you under the pressure of the society or the meeting persons or the group. You'll find many times all your learning and ideas that you need to sacrifice if you want to be in the system. So let loose the beast and the demon that dormant inside every person mean in the group people just become wild. I have seen in many times many people don't drink, but when there is a meeting or the kind of some kind of party, so they just compromise with their whole ideology, and some of them become the druggists also. So whether it is any kind of wrong act, or it is a looting, firing, or some sort of irrational kind of rioting, the dormant that is inside the individual that used to emerge, and they become so violent, and individually they are so silent, cool and peaceful, but in group, so that's so many people they become so much greedy, and they become irrational in the investment while buying the real estate, the buying the land and gold or the stocks, and they just forget about the efficient market theory, all uh, this ratio analysis and the profitability just to go by the crowd. In crowd, foolish, ignorant, and envious person are free from the sense of insignificance and the powerlessness and feels immense strength confidence within the crowd. Thus, so many foolish and ignorant, envious person, individually they feel very, very, but when they are in crowd, they feel very, very energetic, and that we can see. In the presence of the hoarding, all the theories based on the assumption of the efficient stock market will become invalid. And to achieve the same degree of the diversifications, investors need a larger selection of the security that is a lower degree of correlation. So here, all the efficient market theory, minimizing the risk and maximizing the return by collecting a group of stocks, all this theory become invalid within the crowd, whether the diversification become low, but people become very, very overconfident about some of them. Tulip mania, that is another episode all of you can go with. Just a small thing like this tulip that can be of a small price because of the hot mentality and this crowd contagious behavior. All of a sudden the tulip become a limelight and precious, and at the end the whole tulip mania got crashed or collapsed in 1637. Go through the video so that to understand in detail the tulip mania, the irrationality. So groupthink, let me show you the groupthink, the behavior, the picture, then you will understand. Inside, the person feeling that this is the bad idea, but still at the end he has to agree. But because he's a junior, he is sitting in front of the group, he is sitting in front of his boss, how can he dare to say something incorrect? Even if he thinks at this time, let me accept the group idea as I want to be in the system, which time I'll try to prove what is good or bad. So the sum of the people they feel we are doomed. It is going to be the whole, the death or the collapsing of the whole organization. This happened in Enron, this happened in the Lehman Brothers, where the yes kind of boss or agreeing or to maintain a harmony. So in the group thinking, sometimes we compromise with the substandard or some of the irrational decision. So groupthink is a phenomenon where the people tend to conform with the group decision to avoid failing and outcasts, leading to the errors in the decision making. So this is the way the group thinking if will go through. It's everybody want to be cohesive, and we have done a group experiment also. So we saw in many time under the pressure or the peer pressure, the group sometime end up with a very wrong idea or the ordinary idea, sacrificing the. So we can see the group, and sometime also group helps in enriching, but that also we'll see in many cases. All of us know the example of Bibhisana in the uh, meeting of the Ravana. So in the court meeting, so Bibhisana was against, but he was outcasted. So many times we have seen Bhisma Pitama against the Kaurava, but at the end he used to confirm what Duryodhana is doing. He has to follow. So the even if you feel it is wrong, but we have to follow. So that is the group thing that makes our mind or our behavior irrational. Social loafing you will find in the group task. If five of the people are working, another three or four or one or two feeling it's okay. Group is doing, let them do. So you can see the here in this tug of war. While the group, some of the group are dying hard, still some of them are busy in their mobiles and watching. So it's refer to the concept that people are prone to the exert less effort on a task if they are in a group versus when they are work alone. When they work alone, they feel they are ingenious. When they work in group, they feel let group do fail, then they will come to me, then I'll tell them what to do now. So it sometimes group is good. It help you to be rational, to follow the parents' instruction, the society instruction, and to follow the society norms. And sometimes it is irrational. I remember when I get into meditation, so then people start telling it's the so if you'll go to movie theater, you watch and you drink and you enjoy, no one will complain. But when you do certain times something good, some you start some of the discipline behavior, people start criticizing, and sometimes they are also too much rational in giving you the right decision to take choose or to take the right job or right career or to shift or to take a decision to feel safe and secure. So all the efficient market theory, I'm not going into detail. All of us know in the last financial year, it's good for the practitioner, good for the academician, it's good for the policymaker in designing the policy. And so these are the papers the investors or how they are related to the financial crisis. The evidences go through. So this paper that you can see and download and check. So these are the instruction. These are the papers finding. People just mimic social the horde. The it's work like a wave. If somebody is uh, above the horde, then there is a prejudice. There is a fear that the ferocity that will not be accepted. So the factors influencing the herding concerns over the reputation, forecast ability, and the perceived credibility of the consensus forecast. Variance among the individual opinion come from comprising the census forecast. I remember one of my friend, he in the morning he was feeling very shaky and thinking I should not go out today out of home. But under the pressure of their family member, he moved and he got trapped in a police case. So studies on the hoarding are classified causes and implication, existence and non-existence of the hoarding, rational irrational, the group hoarding by the group and the marketers. So hoard behavior in stock market in investment decision. I have done a research. I found the big investors, the fund manager, they are or they act like a social media advocate and they influence each other. There is also a hoard behavior among them at their level. It's not just restricted to the ignorant common people, but it can also be found among the HNI, ultra HNI, or the royal fund managers. They do have their world and they influence each other behavior to leads to some irrational kind of decision. So it is happening both in industry also. I told in the meetings and all. So investors with pessimistic sentiment are more likely to hoard than with the optimistic sentiment. So these are some of the finding. Go through the and so less educated used to be more likely to be forced by the and the low level of information, non-transparency, so weak enforcement of the law. So the because of this advances of technology, demutualization of stock, online trading, this is increased like anything, and we can see the stock market investment that we can see in the market. So hot bias observed in the investment patterns, and these are the research paper even in the mutual fund. So the foreign investors also what you observed during the upswing also, and do keep safe, follow this instruction, and be safe from this. So the assignment for all of you, go through it and read it carefully and do according to this and go through these questionnaires and follow and complete this. Thank you.